Hi there, I'm Donna Wolfe from Naztazia.com.
The crochet extended block stitch is a neat stitch pattern that I'll show you how to make in this video tutorial. To do this pattern, you'll start with the chain 32 or any multiple of 10 plus 2. Skip the first 4 chains, and in that 5th chain, make 1 double crochet stitch. Those skipped chains will count as a double crochet. Continue making 1 double crochet in each chain across. At the end, you'll have a total of 29 stitches for row 1. For row 2, you'll chain 3 and turn your work. That chain 3 will count as your first double crochet. Make 1 double crochet over each stitch from the previous row. At the end, just like on row 1, you'll have a total of 29 stitches. The initial chain 3 is a double crochet, plus then you'll make 28 more stitches for this row. For row 3, it's up to you if you want to switch colors or carry yarn colors or fasten off every 2 rows. Whatever you choose to do, be sure to turn your work from the last row, then start with the chain 3. And that chain 3 will count as 1 double crochet stitch. And we're going to make a double crochet in the next stitch. So for this entire pattern, the first 2 stitches and the last 2 stitches of every row will just be either the chain 3 or double crochet stitches. The pattern will form in the middle of these stitches. Now we'll start the pattern. Over the next 5 stitches, we're going to alternate an extended front post treble crochet stitch with a double crochet stitch. So I'm starting the very first stitch with an extended front post treble crochet stitch. This is formed like a regular treble crochet, except we're going to work into the front part of the stitch from 2 rows below. And then you'll take off 2 loops at a time, just like in regular treble crochet stitches, until you are left with just 1 loop on your hook, and then make a double crochet in the next stitch, and repeat 1 more time that extended front post treble crochet stitch made in the front post from 2 rows below. And you can see what these 5 stitches look like thus far. The next part is easier. Over the next 5 stitches, we're going to make 1 double crochet in each of them. So here's my first double crochet stitch, followed by my second double crochet stitch, and then I'll make the 3rd double crochet stitch. The 4th double crochet stitch is here, and finally here is my 5th and final double crochet stitch from this set. You can see what the set of 5 double crochet stitches look like thus far. Now as I move on to the next set of 5 stitches, we'll go back to that original pattern of first an extended front post treble crochet stitch, followed by a double crochet, another extended stitch, a double crochet, and then finally an extended front post treble crochet stitch again. Then as we move on to the next set of 5 stitches, I'll do the little bit easier pattern of 1 double crochet in each of the next 5 stitches. Continue alternating the 2 types of 5 stitches across the row. And then remember at the end you'll have 2 stitches left over. Be sure to put 1 double crochet in each of them. And here's what this row looks like thus far. Row 4 is pretty simple. We'll start with a chain 3 and turn our work. That chain 3 counts as our first double crochet stitch. On this row, we're just going to make 1 double crochet stitch in each stitch across. And if you recall, on our first 2 rows, we ended up with 29 stitches on both of them. Be sure you have 29 double crochet stitches on this row as well. Now I'm moving on to row 5 and I'm switching colors again. We'll start with the chain 3, which as always counts as our first double crochet stitch. And then we'll make another double crochet stitch in the 2nd stitch of this row to serve as an edging as before. Because we started with the extended stitch pattern 2 rows ago, we're going to switch it up this time. For this row, we're going to do the 5 double crochet stitches first over the next 5 stitches. This creates the staggered look to the pattern and gives it its nice design. You can see what the 5 stitches look like thus far. Now over the next set of 5 stitches, we'll go back to that extended front post treble crochet stitch pattern with double crochet stitches in between. For the remainder of this row, alternate the 2 sets of 5 stitches across the row. Then remember at the end to put your 2 double crochet stitches in the last remaining 2 stitches. For row 6, this is an easy row as well. We'll do the chain 3, turn our work, then place 1 double crochet in each stitch across. If you are keeping count, you'll find 29 stitches again on this row. Moving forward, we'll just repeat rows 3, 4, 5, and 6. Remember, the first 2 and last 2 stitches are just double crochet. Then in between, you'll alternate the 2 sets of 5 stitches. Then rows 3 and 5 will alternate which set of 5 stitches you start with. And that's it. That's how I crochet the extended block stitch.